So welcome back, everyone. This video is with Thomas Schrom from Avon. I'm so excited to have Thomas on the video. He is so inspiring to so many people. And if you've read the book, or if you're about to read the book, or you're thinking of getting the book, or whatever, Thomas is in there, well, in a lot of different places. But, for going out and just talking to people in day-to-day situations, but then approaching businesses, and his baskets are so adorable. Now, Thomas, sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your journey with Avon, or where you're at with Avon for now.
Okay, well, in January was my third year with Avon. I am currently a Gold Ambassador. I have reached President's Club level each cycle since I've joined. Avon has really changed my life. I can't think of my life without this company anymore. I don't remember what life was like before this company. It's just every year it keeps getting better.
Oh, that's amazing. And it's because of all of from having talked to you and knowing you, it's from all of the things you're doing to build your business. Now, one of them, I found it intriguing because I've done a lot of business to business stuff, like when I was building my business, but I haven't met a lot of other people that do that. So what made you think of, what even came into your mind to inspire you to go business to business?
And
I'm so sorry, wait just a second, and explain what that means, just in case.
It means when we incorporate our business into other businesses. When I started Avon, I was working at the mall, and right away I had my Avon pins and everything. And, sometimes my boss looked down at it, but most of the time he did let me talk about Avon on the floor. It was a shoe store, so it was very easy connecting Avon with my customers already. And then I started with places that I already had a relationship with that saw me every morning, like Dunkin' Donuts, my hairstylist, places that when you go in, they already know who you are when you walk in the door. You've been supporting businesses your entire life, and you don't even really think about it that way until you're running your own business. And then you're like, well, hey guys, you're a regular. Like I said, they know you. So they're probably 99% going to support you back. They're going to be happy to support you because you've supported them throughout the years. So never be shy to go in and introduce yourself to businesses and let them know, hey, I'm your local Avon representative. Have you seen our amazing products? And don't be afraid of no, because it's part of the business.
Well, and one of the things, what I talk about is, going business to business, you can go to one place and have like 5 ladies to sell to, or men, depending on whatever you're selling. But you take it even a step further and set up displays. Can you talk about that?
I love letting people know about what Avon does as well, not just about the product. I like to talk about breast cancer research, domestic violence. Many people have been affected by these situations, and our company really cares, and we care about the stories and the people that are out there. I also, of course, love sharing our fragrances with people. I have testers everywhere I go. And the opportunity is very important to share with people because, like I said, Avon has changed my life, and we're going to continue together to change other people's lives.
Oh, that's so nice. So now those are the kind of displays you have. How did you ever think, how do you set it up? Like, because I've seen pictures of you at Dunkin' Donuts with your display in front of you, and I know you go to a lot of different places. How does that work? Because I think a lot of people, like they might go into Dunkin' Donuts. I can see it in my head. They've got a bag full of their product, and they sit down, and then to get the nerve to pull it out of their bag and put it on the table in front of them to set up their display. How did you get over that hurdle? How long do you sit there? How does it all work?
For hours. I could sit there for days. I always make sure to approach the manager on duty and ask them first. First I try to get them to feel comfortable becoming my customer, and then they're usually automatically comfortable becoming my business partner. I offer them a 20% discount off of any order over $25 if they decide to let me connect my business with theirs. And the great places, most of the places that I go to are chains. So one Dunkin' Donuts, the manager might own 6 stores. So then I lock in 6 different locations, and I don't always have to be at the same location. Um, Eagles clubs, moose lodges, things like that are community-based businesses. And that's really what being an Avon representative is too. It's becoming part of your community and serving your community with the products and the opportunity. So definitely reach out to places like that, local clubs, fast food chains. There's so many places. Everywhere you go, everybody loves Avon. My bank tellers.
Oh, and I know sometimes I've seen that you have like, you just like the displays you mentioned, you set it up and you have some testers, you have a display. And then aren't there times where you actually set up like a little store or you're selling?
Yes. In the summer, I love setting up my canopy, my 10 by 10, and bringing as much product out as I can fit underneath there, and bringing my portable store, I like to call it, making sure that I have my Avon tablecloths out. So when people drive by, they see the logo items and they know what I'm there for. And right away in their head, they're like, oh, is it going to have the Skin So Soft oil? I have to pull over, And I've got a couple of parking lots that allow me every summer to set up, and I have a front yard, which is very convenient. That's another great part of being an Avon representative. Your business goes everywhere with you. You have to be sure that you're taking advantage of that.
Yeah, well, and I wanted to point out because there are people that kind of have excuses for why they can't do this or that. And
I was one of those.
Right, but you're in a really big city, right? I mean,
well, I'm in upstate New York.
Okay, but
do you
have a car?
City. I've never driven a car. I don't know how to drive.
You've never driven a car, and yet you've
once. I've never even sat in the driver's seat. Maybe when I was like 4, playing around when you're little. Never.
Yeah, so you take your business with you, and you're in an apartment, right?
I am in a 1-bedroom apartment.
So your front yard, it's not that you have a house and you've got this big yard.
My front yard is about 12 by 12, and my tent is 10 by 10. So I have just enough space with what I need.
Right, exactly. So you make it work. You're in an apartment complex. Your tent takes up the whole yard. You're there. You don't even have a car. You take your business with you.
I do. Exactly. I take full advantage of every inch of my front yard. I have a 6-foot banner hanging from my front porch. Yard signs that I put out every summer. Bright and colorful.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I love that you do that. And it just inspires people to, and I know that the book's more about selling, but if you could mention, I love how you take your team members with you.
My team has become my life. Leadership was the hardest part when I started out. I was so nervous. When I started Avon, I didn't have very much confidence. I was worried about my sales, but my first campaign was almost $400. I had no problem with selling the product, and then I was approached with leadership. And that was hard. It took about 3 months, and now 3 years later, I absolutely love my team. They are my life. They are what keeps me going. Leadership is my favorite part of Avon. We have ice cream socials. We have roller skating parties. We have team dinners. It's very important for me to keep in contact with my team and keep them excited because they are my family. I mean, Avon has become my family. I like to call them my team, but I really like to call them my family because they mean so much more to me than just an Avon employee.
Well, and then when you go do your displays and you do your events, I notice you have your team with you there. So you're not only selling, but you're training and you're kind of combining activities together.
I always let them know whenever you see me post something on social media, if I'm holding an event, it's an open invitation. I'm not gonna personally message over 40 of you and say, hey, always know that when I'm doing something, you're doing something. If you're available that day, let me know. If you can only work 2 hours of the event, then you work 2 hours, somebody can come in and, finish the rest of the shift. I want them to see how it is to be out on the field. It's important for them to ghost you when they first start. I always will let my girls stand behind me if they need to, if they're uncomfortable, and we'll go to places like the dollar store and we'll go out to lunch, and I will hand out the books and the business cards for them and let them see exactly how I do it. But when I'm handing out the information to the potential customer or new team member, they're actually getting my team members' information. They're not getting mine, because it's very important for them to see how I've grown to over 200 customers. And it's as simple as starting with a smile.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell them. Make sure you show up to every event, and every morning you wake up with a big smile on your face. And if a person makes eye contact with you and smiles back, I don't know if you can hear me well.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You have the cutest hugs. Are they having lunch? It's okay. It's no problem. Yeah. Just so no one thinks, it's pugs. It's no one's being
if that person makes the eye contact with you and smiles back, you've basically got them locked in. They're going to say hi, and they're going to take a couple minutes out of their day to hopefully listen to what you have to say.
That's great. Oh, and you know what? I was just thinking, not only do you have the great displays and you're great with working with your team and bringing them with you, but I see in the background a few of your baskets, and that's a door opener as well. Can you tell us about how you got into making baskets and the kinds of things you do?
I love being able to incorporate my product inside of baskets, because people don't realize that Avon has so many items that you use daily in your life anyways, like lotion and bubble baths and hand creams. It's very important to stay moisturized, of course. And people love cute little packages that they can just buy and go.
And that's a little bunny, right?
This is a little bunny because Easter is coming up.
You
and
burn them a little bit.
A cream and a lip balm. Here, the product just pops right in the bunny. They take minutes to make, and people love them. I mean, the bunnies are just blowing up everywhere. And then the spa kits, I mean, they come wrapped in a towel. Who doesn't love the feel of a fresh towel and the loofah, and a candle so you can relax in the tub. And
can you move that one up a little bit? Yeah. And it's kind of nice because isn't that one of your men's sets?
This is can be used for anybody. It's a metrosexual set. It has our argan oil bath oil in there that you can put straight on the skin for the extra dry spots, or you can just put a couple of capfuls right in the bath. Us men like to take baths too.
It's pretty neat. I mean, because you've been so inventive, and then you use these baskets, the bunnies, the spa sets, even, because a lot of people, they think of a basket, they think they have to go get a wicker basket.
Right. And not everybody eats candy. Some of us have a figure to watch. So this is always an alternative to an Easter basket, and I love it.
Sure. And then you take those
around
baskets
town everywhere I go. People are like, "Do you really carry them around town?" And I'm like, "I sure do. I bag them up right in our Avon bags, our newly designed Beauty for a Purpose bags, and I'll carry 2 or 3 around a day, and hopefully I come home with none."
That's smart. That's smart to have a goal of selling them before you come home.
Yes.
That's great. Well, and now you have a YouTube channel where you're putting the videos on how to make these, so people can find you on YouTube.
I do. Took me a while to get the confidence to build a YouTube page, but thanks to Avon, I am loving YouTube now. Thanks to all the support and my viewers and the comments and the followers. It's been a pretty amazing journey so far.
Yeah, and I'm excited. Anyone?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking, even if they're like, "Oh, the faucet looks cute, the buddies look cute," but I don't know. I've been watching on Facebook, and I think people definitely should subscribe, because I know you have bunches of ideas as the years goes on. As the year goes on, and I know you're going to come up with a bunch of different ways to make the baskets. Or I think I heard zombies, maybe elephants. I don't know.
I definitely want to try to make a zombie for October.
For October, right. So definitely follow Thomas on YouTube, definitely. And I just wanted to give you the rest of the video to kind of talk about, your team supports. And now you do live in like upstate New York. And so I know that people can always come close by, but then like people across the country, I think you're welcome just about obviously on your team. So yeah.
My team is in a couple different states right now. We have a couple girls in Florida, and we had a girl in Texas.
And you're online so much. Your support's there. You've got the YouTube videos. You're always showing what you do. So whether they're close by or not.
Right. It's very important to take advantage of social media. Being an Avon representative, we're allowed to sell and, empower men and women throughout the whole United States. And without social media, it would be a lot harder. So it's important to take advantage and to grow that persona on social media and let people know, look, just because I'm not 10 minutes away does not mean that I am not here for you. Reach out to me, Facebook me, text me, give me a call, video chat me. Let's get this done.
Exactly. And you post so much on Facebook. And I know when I started a few years back, when I started getting into that and posting what I was doing, I was doing a lot of stuff, but my team didn't know. So then when I started posting, they're like, oh my gosh, stuff's going on. And they'd see me do something and they're like, well, I want to do it too. And, so not everyone's got, a team, not everyone's active, on social media, but those that are, they love to see what you're doing and they love to learn from it. And so
I know. And it's such a great feeling, that outpouring of emotion that I've been receiving from social media. When I started Avon 3 years ago, I was not this person. I had a very rough background, and I was one of those people who was, no, I'm shy. I don't seem shy now, but I was. It was really hard for me. My upline can tell you that she actually tried to get me to join Avon for 5 years, and she never quit on me. She always believed in me. And one day it was just right, my home life hit a struggle financially. My significant other lost his job of 14 years. And I stepped into it. I complained to her about it. I was like, oh, money, money, money. And she was like, Avon. And I was like, oh, you're never going to stop, And she was like, it's at a hotel tonight and there's going to be free snacks and stuff. And this is not a lie when I tell you that cookies got me to my opportunity meeting. They promised me warm cookies. And when you're in a bad mood, warm cookies are really soothing.
That's true.
So
That's awesome.
I had so much fun. I'm telling y'all my story now. So much fun at this meeting. We played games. I watched videos on how Avon has changed lives. And at the end of it, by the end of it, I had totally forgot that I was there for the opportunity. It was like a party. And out came the kit. And even though I was struggling the worst financially in my life at this point, I had decided to take the leap. I said, maybe this can work, I still was very unsure for the first couple days when I went home with my cat. And probably about the third day, I went to go get to the store to get a snack, and I remembered that there's a laundromat on the way, and that's simply the first place I put my foot was a laundromat. I got a call the next day, and she placed a $48 order, and I immediately went to social media and was like, oh my God, I just got my first $48 order with Avon. And people were like, wait, are you selling Avon? My friend sent me a picture of her eyeliner, and it was like this big where she couldn't read any part of the name. She could just see a number on it. And I'm like, let me see if I can find out what this is for you. And in the next 9 days, I sold almost $400. 3 years later, Avon has changed my life. I have so much confidence now. I've been hand chosen for awards. I was a 4th level achiever for a free trip to Orlando. I have had so many jobs I've went through in my life where I've felt unappreciated and just like working for the man, you know. You come home exhausted working 2 jobs at the mall, walking, because I don't drive and a bus never ran that late, and I would just be drained, completely drained. And now I wake up every morning so excited to get out and do my job, to do my work, to run my business. I wake up every morning happy now, like, who am I going to talk to today about Avon? You know, who am I going to pass today that's new, that doesn't know who I am yet around town? It's not just about selling. It's about helping. It's about growing. It's about a future. I just cannot tell you how much this company has done for me. I've never been on stage before Avon. I've never been guest speaker on anything before Avon. I've met amazing people like you, Elizabeth, who are just changing my life. And this isn't the end. This isn't the end. I just know that there is so much more for all of us, you know.
That is an amazing story. That was amazing. I don't think you could have done better if you scripted it. That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing your stories and your tips and ideas. There's more in the book. There's going to be tons more, I know, on your YouTube channel. So people can
Mia
find
K.
you there.
Rules. You can follow me on YouTube.
Say that one more time. MIAKRULZ. I should probably change. It's been like that since I was in Disney. That's okay.
Edit that part.
If they look up Thomas Schrom, they'll find you, though, right?
Yes, they should. Yes, they should be able to find me by my name. That's a much easier way.
There you go. Good. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I super appreciate it.
Yes, it's been so much fun.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tom.
you, Elizabeth. See you guys soon. Bye, everybody.